Howdy, howdy, everybody. I was trying to do a recording, but somehow it didn't work out. I didn't do it right. Um, so hopefully you are seeing this. Let me know if you are anybody in the chat. Let me go check. All right, looks like it does show that I am live. So say hi when you come in to join me. I would appreciate it. Oh, hi. Okay. Hi, Sue. Hi, Jesse. So I was trying to do a recording, and hi, Gail. Somehow I didn't do it right. I don't know what I did, but so it looks like I'm going to do a live anyway. Um, I went through that whole video and it did not record, so I thought it was recording. So here we are. We'll just go ahead and do it live. So I'll give it a second for more people to get in. We were going to do a recorded video, a preview last night on Elizabeth's channel, but Elizabeth had a really bad migraine, so we ended up canceling. But I'm here now. Um, I was going to do it last night, but just got too late in the evening. But let's do it. Say hi. I see there are 10 people here, so say hi. Let me know who's here. This is a beautiful gift from Lucinda, and if you're watching now or later, Lucinda, thank you so much. I am loving it. I wore it today, and I wore it today to go out jewelry sourcing. But what a very thoughtful, beautiful gift. Thank you, Lucinda. Perfect gift. Loved it. Okay, I have got Sterling. I've got some beautiful costumes, so I'm going to show both. I'll start with this. Um, can you guys see me? Let me know if you can. Nobody's talking to me, so I'm not sure what's happening. Say hi, Sue. Let me know that you can hear and see me, because it looks like yes, you can. Okay, good. I really messed myself up trying to do that recording. I don't know what I did. But I found more branch coral. This one has a lobster claw. I don't know if I'm going to need this for my branch coral pieces that I'm making. If I don't, I will put a sterling clasp on it and it will be up for sale. But I love I love the branch coral. One of my faves. I have many faves, but that is definitely one. Okay, y'all want to see costume first or do you want to see sterling first? You're multitasking. I'm always multitasking. So, Sherry, if you happen to be watching before tonight, I did find the Siam locket. Turned out it was right here on the desk in a bowl and it was covered up. Had a little bowl of jewelry sitting here and it was covered up. So I guess I'll show some of my costume pieces first and a few odds and ends like this. I don't know if we have anybody who collects keychains, but this is a vintage Marlboro keychain, which these are very collectible. A lot of those older keychains like this are really collectible. This one is solid brass, made in the USA. And these are usually things that you could not just go in the store and buy. You haven't been able to buy cigarette things like that in many years, but usually it came either with a carton of cigarettes or you sent off for it if you collect the little things on the cigarette pack. So multiple ways of getting those, but you really couldn't buy them. But some of those are worth some pretty good money right now. And I am really excited. Oh, somebody's buzzing me. Let me see who's buzzing me. Let me make sure somebody's not trying to tell me, hey, you're messing up. No, looks like it's good. Okay, so I haven't found one of these in a really long time. And if you have never seen these before, these were very popular in the 70s, and they are actually listing really high for the last couple of years. So they're silk wrapped beads, and this one is very clean. The white beads are very clean, and they are not snagged or falling apart. I usually keep these separate when I find them, but these are not easy to find anymore. I rarely find one, so I haven't found one in years now. So I was excited to find that. I guess people are hoarding them, but look it up. You'll be surprised. Definitely one you want to hold on to if you find and list it. People are nostalgic for a lot of that kind of stuff these days. Also, you remember I found this little case when I was looking through some other jewelry a few weeks ago. I found this little case for keeping these snap jewelry in. So I found another snap. I just found this one, so I added it to the case. So I'm going to keep filling that up until I get it full. I also found one of the bracelets. I know I have some other pieces. And they do make these in sterling too, but these are just costume. But I'm going to keep looking until I can find more of the jewelry pieces and fill this up, and then I'll put it up for sale. But I thought it was a cute little case, so I just have to fill it up. Nobody's talking to me. What's going on? Say hi. Do I need to pop my is my StreamYard chat stuck, or do I need to pop my YouTube chat? Also found another one of these, which I haven't found in a really long time either. These are jade, usually. Sometimes there's a few agates mixed in there, but most of the time they're jade. And another thing that lists, you broke your rib. How did you do that? But most of the time, these are jade and jadeite. So they list relatively well. So another piece of jewelry you want to keep an eye out for and are very listable. They sell pretty well. So always happy to find one of those. I kept this because I love the glass. These are glass beads, but I love the color of this. It kind of reminded me, they are glass, but they kind of reminded me of apple coral. So I just love those colors, so I kept it. It's got a really beautiful toggle. So those things will be, of course, available on Wednesdays. And if you want them on the weekend, just holler, say, hey, I saw that such and such, and I will bring it out. I love this. This is a carved mother of pearl. It's shorter, kind of like almost choker style. But look at that. Is that not gorgeous or what? It's got a brass hook. Looks sort of like a India hook there. But it is vintage and it is beautiful. Hey, Stephen. How are you? But I thought that was just gorgeous. Never found beads cut like that before. I did notice when I was trying to record earlier that one bead is broken on there. But that doesn't really bother me because it's so cool. You leaned over a chair and broke your rib? Oh, wow. Maybe time to have a DEXA scan done and check your bone density. Okay, this I just think is really awesome. This is folk art. So it's very cool. So these angels, I believe, are made out of like a sawdust and glue. You know, they take sawdust and they glue it together. I think that's what this is. I could be wrong, but if I am, somebody let me know. Unfortunately, one of the angels is broken, but that does not bother me at all. I love this piece. These are glass. They look like somebody was trying to replicate blue coral, maybe. But such a cool piece. I really love folk art, and this is just a really cool older piece. Yes, definitely need healing prayers, Jesse. We will be sending healing prayers your way. I found this because I have a friend who just loves this enameled jewelry, and I thought she would love this. And she loves the oranges like me. You were in a live when you broke your ribs? Wow, nothing like breaking your ribs live, right? Wowza, I've heard of some crazy things happening live, but breaking your ribs, Jesse? That's one way to get clicks, right? Not a great way, but it's one way. Okay, guys. Love these though. This is not an expensive piece, but it is just adorable. So I will be giving that to a friend of mine. And I did find, and I'll bring a bunch of it out here. I found a lot. Now, you know, Leah Sophia has not been a thing in a while. It closed quite a long time ago. And so this, I think, all came from a lady's garage. It's old new stock. It's got, most of it has tags, but it's all unused, unworn. Leah Sophia, let me put them out there. And then I'll show you. So kind of cool that it must have been a dealer and it must have come from her garage or something. But so all of this is new Leah Sophia, new old stock. I love Leah Sophia. It has got, it's such good quality. So yeah, they either still have the tag or they have the string where the tag broke off, but never worn. And how long ago did Leah Sophia close? It's been quite a while. Been a good 20 years, I think, or more. This one's got a tag too. This one's kind of cool. It's got what I think might be, and I'll test it, but I think this is the ruby quartz, which is a natural stone, undyed. But I'll test that and see if it is ruby quartz. The color looks like the ruby quartz. But that's a brand new Leah Sophia also. Still got the tag. And then I got two of these. This one just has the string left, but this one has the tag. But I love these. These are really cool, sort of that Egyptian revival kind of look. Beautiful Leah Sophia, though. But I don't think I've ever found it new with tags. Hi, Marlene. Auction is tonight. I'm just doing a quick preview right now. And I believe this to be African Amber. And we talked a little bit about that on one of our last lives, Elizabeth and I did. And I believe that this is, I can't remember exactly what Elizabeth said, but it is it's like melted down amber mixed with some sort of older plastic like lucite or what else did she say? Lucite or could be bakelite. I'm not sure. I can't remember, but it's called African amethyst or African amber. And it's not 100% amber, but it is very cool. And usually you can kind of spot it because it looks a little bit like egg yolk, but you can see where it's been cut there. But I love this piece. I have a jasper, like braided jasper, and I like wearing this. Let me flip to my other camera because I need to show you this. Is my favorite way to wear these. What I do with my, well, I'll just put it on myself until I'm there. I like to wear these with the opening to the front like this. And because it kind of gives it, instead of flipping that around to the back, I like wearing them this way. Now you can flip it around to the back and put a pendant on it, but I like them open like this. So that's how I usually wear this style of necklace. Let me get back over there to the close-up. Okay. And this does have sterling. Oh, I just got it stuck in my hair. Well, just pulled out a bunch of hair. Have my hair in a pony. I guess you don't want my DNA, do you? Oh, wow. I really grabbed a head full of hair there, didn't I? Okay, so these are sterling beads in what looks like maybe turquoise he. But it's a matching bracelet and necklace. Robert Lee Morris. I wish. This is Robert Lee Morris? Are you serious? I'm going to have to go look closely. That would be awesome if it was. You may know something I don't know. Did I get this from you, Stephen? All right, I will look closer at that. Okay, these earrings are awesome. So these are cut. I have one forward, one backwards. They appear to be cut from a coin of some kind. It is a brass coin. And then they are camels. I thought they were pretty cool. Looks like a homemade hook. Don't know what, trying to figure out, does that go in? Yeah, I'm not sure how those fasten, but these are definitely handmade by somebody, and I think they are just really cool. Okay, I'll take a look, Stephen. Did not even know that. I've had it in my my bucket and I've never brought it out. Cool little Avon, vintage Avon brooch. Love these. This is Avon. Love this style. It got one very similar to it that is a that's in orange, and it is a, yeah, that's a heavy acrylic, but it is a Sarah Cove. But I love this style. I might put those two together and sell them together. Let's see, anything else in the costume I want to show before I move on to the sterling? I think that is most of what, oh, wait a minute, I knew there was one other thing that's still in my bag I wanted to show. Let me find it. Okay, I love this. Sorry about all the noise. I got some really clunky jewelry today, I guess. Okay, so I love this bracelet. This is a bracelet. And I am pairing it with, well, let me get it untangled. I'm creating a little marriage because I think they work really great together. This is a front closing toggle necklace. This is a costume piece. It's like Japan. It's blackened. And it's a front closing toggle. It is missing one little rhinestone there, which will need to be replaced if it bothers you. But I thought this was so cute. Front closing. It's a very long too, but it has a like a box chain. But I thought that just will go so well with this bracelet. Love this though. Hi, White Feather. Beautiful. Glad you pointed that out because I have that all this time and did not know it was a. I don't even know where I got it, Stephen. But I didn't know that it was a Robert Lee Morris. Don't find a whole lot of Robert Lee Morris stone jewelry, so probably why I didn't look. But don't, isn't that cool though? I know it's costume, but it is very cool set, I think. Or marriage. Whatever you want to call it. We'll call it a marriage. Okay, one other thing I'll show before I move on. I think I've probably had this for a little while too, but I've never shown it. These are the Hawaiian kukui nuts, but it does have all sterling findings. It's got a sterling hook. These beads are sterling. I'm not sure on these what these are made out of. I do remember them being either tourmaline or onyx or something. I don't remember exactly though, so I'll have to test them again. But I love these. I love these kukui nuts. They're so fun to wear. Totally fun to wear. I like wearing big old chunky necklaces like this. Jasper, turquoise, and sterling. Okay, so I actually thought it was well, yeah, I thought it was like the mahogany jasper, like braided jasper, and that these were like the turquoise he/she. So the only thing I didn't know is that they are um, Robert Lee Morris. Thank you, Stephen. Thanks for that info. I appreciate that. All right, so let me get into the sterling pieces that I have, and then we'll get out of here. I have some awesome. I have some Forbes, some Sarda, some Sajen, not a whole lot of it, but I have a few pieces of each of those. And let's just dump the bag and get started. Okay, too bad my recording didn't come up. I have to do this all over again. The color on this looks like it could possibly be spinel rather than topaz, but I will check it. This is kind of a small size, but it is a new ring. Looks like it says a size 5 there. Beautiful ring. Very tiny though. So I hope some of our tiny fingered gals come in because I got some beautiful pieces for you tonight. A little pair of amethyst studs. This is all sterling that I'm showing now. Amethyst studs. I always need those studs. I think Derek's looking for studs. So if you're here, Derek, got some studs tonight. Check these out. Beautiful blue lapis. Very, very blue lapis. And then, of course, your cultured pearls. These are vermeil. Aren't those gorgeous, though? Love those leaves. But look at that color on that lapis. Looks like the Afghani blue lapis. This is coral, and they have it enclosed. They've got it enameled in the back there, but beautiful. It is a brooch slash pendant. Articulating. Loving it. Okay, let me get through all the small pieces first, and then I'll go to the big stuff. A mother of pearl and a marcasite bracelet. This looks like an older one. A vintage piece. Got a fold over clasp. Gorgeous. I like this older look. Okay, loving this. Look at this. This is so cute. I couldn't find a mark on this when I was trying to do the recording. I couldn't find a mark other than 925, but I didn't look down in there. But isn't that adorable? Kind of reminds me of something Tiffany would do. Love it. Nice Rolo chain. Focus. There we go. Love that. It's called Nobody's Talking to Me. Say hi, guys. Let me pop my other chat and see if anybody is in the YouTube chat. I only have StreamYard chat open. Let me pop the YouTube chat real quick. Hopefully I have that muted. Oh, mute real quick. Okay. Give me that thumbs up too when you come in. Say, let me know that you are supporting by hitting that thumbs up. That's the best way to support the channel. Hitting that thumbs up and leaving a comment helps us a lot. And if you want to enter for tonight's giveaway, you'll need to leave a comment on Roberta's Wednesday night video. All right, I have my YouTube chat popped now. Let me get rid of that. Okay, let me put it in live chat. All right, nope, not my imagination. Yeah, I'm doing fantastic. How about you, White Feather? All right, sorry, I was stalling while I was turning on the chat or opening the YouTube chat. I've had many different styles of these. Now, sometimes they're marked with an AK, which is a brand. I can't think of it off the top of my head, but I will have it if you need it. And sometimes they are not marked. And this one looks like it just has a 925. So probably it might be just cut glass. When they have the AK mark, usually they are amethyst. But there is somebody that duplicates all of that designer's work. So, and it usually is not natural stones. So I'll have to test that. Okay, what else do I have here? Oh, these are diadema, little gourmet diadema hoops. Always gotta have the small hoops. Might keep these if nobody buys them tonight. I'll probably wear them. Yeah, these are diadema. Oh, you're in the bathtub for the heat? You're in the bath. I'm assuming you mean tub, the bathtub. I actually said it the way you wrote it. Okay, these are really cute. I haven't tested these yet, so I don't know if these are tourmaline or I guess I should have tested them. I did turn on my machine, but I never tested them. They could be, they're looking kind of like watermelon tourmaline color, but they could be sapphire. Have not checked them out yet, but they do look like actual stones rather than CZs. And I don't know if these have a brand on it. I don't see one at the moment. Oh, yep, these are DK, which I'm not, I have that in my book, but I can't remember if that's Donna Karen or somebody else. I will look it up. Okay, love these because I love, love, love. Where's the other earring? Don't tell me I lost it. All right, where'd it go? Oh, here it is. I love emerald cut stones, so I love these. How beautiful those are. I'm hoping these are amethyst and not cut glass, but they are beautiful. Does sound relaxing. Yeah, I hope that does help, Jesse. Not a lot you can do for those broke ribs other than let them heal, right? They're very painful. Okay, this is a long, so this is like an ankle bracelet. Love this design, this wire flower design. Sort of a flower design, but I love this. Always looks like India to me, but this one on this tag, I think actually said China. It looks like India to me, though. Or Indonesia, even. Okay. These look like these are probably aquamarine. I guess they possibly could be spinel, but because I haven't tested any of these yet. These are vermeil again. It is looks like an 18 karat vermeil. It's very yellowish. But look, those are very pretty. Yeah, those are either aquamarine or they're espinel, and I am guessing aquamarine, but I'll test them. And these, I think, I love these. I think Elizabeth just had a pendant the last time we were live, maybe Sunday, that had both the same stones in it. So these would go, they were Prasiolite and Peridot. So these would go very nicely with the pendant that Elizabeth had. Let's see if these are marked. Says something under there. India. I love India jewelry. It is very well made. They do a good job. This I have not tested yet either, but if I had to guess, it is either tourmaline or pink sapphire. And the one in the middle is a peach color, like a morganite, and it is rose gold. So I think this is also DK. Yep, this is DK. And so I will have to test that and find out. Looks like a morganite color anyway. See, I did find one of my little display things there and made it easier to hold them. This is a black opal and garnet, and it looks like, oh, I just noticed this, there's some baguettes in between. So I haven't tested any of these stones yet, but those are probably sapphires or white topaz in between the garnets. Could even be a spinel, white spinel. But really cool ring. These are Sajen. And Sajen are usually stones. So these are garnets and either aquamarines or topaz on the top. Beautiful pair of Sajen, though. Love these. I love the really long hooks, and I put some the silicone backs on there. Okay, let's see. This is gorgeous. This is turquoise and probably topaz. I'll have all these tested before tonight. This might be another DK. I don't see anything because I'm blind. I'll have to look later. But these will all be available tonight. So if you are seeing something you just gotta have, just holler tonight and I will bring it out. Okay, I'm going to save my two favorite pieces for last. Okay, these are made to look native. They're made to look Southwest, but I think they are actually, these might be Philippines, or let me see if these say anything. Some reason they've got two backs on them. India. These are actually saying India, which makes sense. India does a lot of Southwest looking native style jewelry. But these are cool. I've never seen them do this. They made like a shadow box design and then they filled it in with like enameling. But it does have some stone in there. Got some turquoise and coral. Probably onyx. Those are cool though. Hi Cassandra, how are you? Nice to see you. How have you been? I'm just doing a preview, gals, just to show you stuff I have for tonight. And guys, almost done here. Okay, so this is awesome. This is a ring. It is probably turquoise and topaz, but I have not tested those stones yet, but I could be wrong. It could be just CZs, but I'm thinking those look like stones, but we'll find out. I'll test it later before we go live. And this is, I don't see the DK in the, yep, this is another DK piece. Really cute though, isn't it? I love that. I think that's small. Looks like maybe a 6.5 or so. Let's see. Looks like all the rings I found this time. Yeah, it's a 6.25, are either in the 6 range or they're in the 9-10 range. So, always goes that way. You got to take whatever size you can get. I love that though. Saving my favorite ring for last. Okay, these next couple of pieces I'm showing are Forbes. And I love them. This is Forbes. These would make great pendants too. There's the RF. I forget what the first name is, but this is a Forbes piece. And here is another Forbes piece. This one actually says Forbes. So somebody was asking for a seahorse recently, and I found one. I love Forbes brooches, though. They're very Southwest look. Come on, focus. Focus. All right, let me help you out. There we go. I love these Forbes pieces, though. Aren't they cool? I think that's supposed to be a turtle, another Forbes piece. And we do have adapters for anybody who wants to make these. I know I like that one, Cassandra. That's pretty awesome. But I think that's supposed to be a turtle. But I love this sort of abstract Southwest look to these pieces. Isn't that cool? And my favorite Forbes, which this is one of the things that the Forbes brand is known for. These are handmade. These are all handmade. And I believe, I don't know about any of these, but I believe they also do some one-of-a-kind pieces too. This is a Forbes also. Don't you love it? They're known for this bar with things hanging off of it, kind of like JJ does, like the costume brand JJ. But I love these. So cute. Alrighty, that is the 4 Forbes pieces I have for you. I've got 2 more pieces and then we can get out of here. can let you all go. I can go and have dinner and be back here at 8:30. All right. Look at this. Look at this ring. This is carved turquoise. Do you not love it or what? I am in love with this ring. Unbelievable carving on that. This is a bigger ring too. So it is a 9 1/4. Isn't that awesome, White Feather? I'm loving that. Yeah, I'm excited about that one. That one is so cool. Imagine how much fun it was to carve that. I'm always amazed by this kind of carving. One little slip and you gotta start over. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Thank you, Stone Rider. I'm happy to find some unique pieces for this weekend. So didn't find a whole lot of stuff, but I did find some unique stuff. And my favorite for the night, this is Sarda. It is a green Petoskey stone, which is brain coral. Loving it. It is signed right there is your Sarda mark. If you're not familiar with Sarda, definitely one you want to keep an eye out for and do your homework on it. If you find it, definitely very, very listable, very collectible, a little on the pricey side, but definitely an awesome brand. I love Sarda pieces. I love this cobblestone pattern that they use a lot, but I love these Petoskey stones. I'm not sure though. Maybe one of you knows if I probably are dyed would be my guess because I don't know. I don't know what colors. I know there's almost every color in the rainbow of natural color, but I don't know about brain coral. That's what I figured. Probably dyed, Jesse, but still beautiful. I've never found it in the green before though, and I kind of like it. Beautiful bracelet though. Let me show you what it looks like. Oh, it's a little big on me, but not so big I wouldn't wear it. Love it though. Brown or tan, yeah, usually brown. I've had the brown and the tan, but this is the first time I've ever actually had it dyed. So I didn't know they even dyed it, but I like it though. Loving it. All right, that is it for the night. Oh, ooh, somebody just handed me a freshly baked cookie. Yes. Yummy. Oh, those are good, honey. Mmm. Excuse my chewing. All right, let me get out of here so I can go finish my cookie. But this is my last piece for the night anyway. But I will see you guys at 8:30. And thank you for coming in and watching. Please share out the video. And if you saw something in the video that you want me to bring out tonight, just holler and I'll bring it out. I totally will. I'm going to go finish my cookie, take my dog out, and probably finish some shipping before the auction tonight. Love you guys. See you in a few hours. Good night, all. Signing off. Thank you for coming.